You know that feeling when you've spent years building something with someone, and then one sentence, one single line, destroys it all? That's how I felt when she told me, "We're not enough." And in that moment I realized, it wasn't just the love that was broken. It was me. She wasn't like anyone I'd met before. Not in the way she talked, the way she laughed, or the way she cared. Everything about her felt like home. From the first date, she was the one. I felt it. She felt it. Everything was just right. But as time passed, things started to shift. It wasn't immediate. It was subtle, the small things that slowly add up. The coldness in her eyes when she looked at me. The way she'd pull away when I reached for her. The silences that filled the spaces we used to fill with laughter. I didn't want to see it. I told myself I was overthinking it, that we were just going through a rough patch. But deep down, I knew something was wrong. I could feel it, even when she held me at night. And when she said it, when she told me we weren't enough, it wasn't just words. It was the end of something I thought would last forever. I remember that day like it was yesterday. We were sitting in the living room, a quiet kind of tense. I could feel the walls closing in. She started talking about life, about us, how things weren't working out anymore. She said we had changed, that we drifted, and that despite all of it, we weren't enough for each other anymore. It felt like someone had ripped my chest open, like everything I had given to this woman, the trust, the love, the time, wasn't enough. She didn't cry. She didn't beg me to stay. She just stared at me, numb, like she had already made her decision. And in that moment, I did something I didn't expect. I didn't beg her to stay. I didn't try to convince her to change her mind. I just stood up, grabbed my jacket, and left. Not with anger. Not with sadness. Just with silence. The first few days after I left, I was numb. I thought it was just the shock. But the emptiness started creeping in fast. I stopped checking my phone for texts from her. I stopped wondering if she'd come around. I realized something painful. She had already moved on. I moved too. I found a small place of my own. Spent hours at work. Made new friends. Kept my distance from her. I didn't want to hear her voice. I didn't want her to fix me with words that felt empty. But every night, the silence was the loudest thing in my life. I missed her. Not just the person she was, but the person I thought I knew. 6 months passed and things started to feel normal. I stopped thinking about her every day. I started rebuilding myself, finding comfort in the spaces she had once filled. But every now and then, the old pain would surface. I was getting used to the idea that I might never hear her say my name again, that we would never laugh together, never build the future I had imagined. But then one day, I got the message. It was brief. Just a few words. "Can we talk? I know it's been a year, but I need to see you." It didn't surprise me. I knew this day would come. I wasn't sure why, but something inside me felt like she was going to come back. I wasn't expecting her to come back the way she did. We met at a coffee shop, the same one we'd gone to on our first date. She looked different. Not in a bad way, just broken. Her eyes were tired. Her hair a little messy. There was something fragile about her that I hadn't seen before. Like she'd been through a storm I never knew about. She sat down across from me. The silence between us was heavier than I thought it would be. She wasn't the confident woman I once knew. She was vulnerable. "I've missed you," she said. "I've missed us." Her voice was shaky, like she wasn't sure she had the right to say those words. I didn't say anything, just waited. "I messed up," she continued. "I thought I needed something different, something more exciting. But I was wrong. I've been so lost without you. I should have never said we weren't enough. I should have fought for us." Her tears started to fall, and I couldn't look away. I knew this moment would come. But hearing her admit the truth was harder than I expected. Not because I still loved her, but because I realized how much I had changed in the time we'd been apart. She said she never stopped loving me, but the woman I was now, the man I had become in that year without her, couldn't just go back. I wanted to forgive her. I wanted to be the man who could take her in his arms and tell her everything would be okay. But I had spent too long healing, too long learning how to trust myself again. I'm glad you've realized it, I said. But I can't go back. I've spent the last year learning how to live without wondering if I was enough. Her face crumpled, and I saw it, the pain that had been building inside her all year. But I couldn't fix it. I couldn't heal her with my forgiveness. Not this time. She left that day, quietly, and as I watched her walk away, I felt a weight lift off my chest. Not because I was happy to see her go, but because I had finally let go. She came back, broken, but I had already rebuilt myself. Not to prove something to her, but because I realized I deserved more than just apologies. I deserved someone who wouldn't make me feel like I wasn't enough. Someone who wouldn't walk away and then expect to pick up the pieces when they came back. So I didn't take her back. Not because I didn't still love her, but because I loved myself enough to know that I'm worth more than the version of love she offered.